word, all I ever know, so nobody could tell me.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Landover. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And then... Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Wilson's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He finds Fant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's the snap on 4th. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And it's a touchdown as He brings it back for the pick six. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
As you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Back now, pressure on its way. Connects with Fant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Walker now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And you're going for this. Throw caught by his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Walker on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Completes a DK Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 37. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Javon Holland comes up with it. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Another carry for him.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Watson with the catch. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Man in motion here. Daniels on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Gets this to Fant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Left side caught by Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go. 2nd and very long. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing it again here. Into the hands of Walker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. From the 28. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Offense up to the line fast. Play fake here, Daniels. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. Simple dive up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders working here.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First down from the red zone. He's got it. And that's a Washington touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Back to the air on 2nd down. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll throw it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Quick throw left side complete. Touchdown Seattle. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like the...
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Up to the races, middle of the field! 40! Hits the 20! And he finishes off the return partner, and just like that, gets his team 2 points. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and this play shows why. However unlikely, we don't see it often, but there's always a chance that they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race down the field.
And then you got to really give credit, right? In the credit pie, give a slice to everybody because it takes them all on special teams. It starts with making the block, and then everybody alert enough to transition to set up the return.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Commanders will go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Out of the gun, Daniels. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks setting you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
He's going to push one deep down the right. It is caught at the 20. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a two-point try coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Escapes the pocket. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word. Artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's Walker running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Daniels back to throw. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air now on 1st and 10. Connects with Fant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Gets this to Fant. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to attain through that hit. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He connects downfield on 4. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. He keeps it and takes off. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Daniels throwing on third. Complete over the middle. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Second down and 10. Daniels hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They bring Olave in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 36. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Now Daniels off the play action. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pass play now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll get this to Samuel. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Desperation time here on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. Now an inside give to Walker. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Staying with Walker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now they're up against it here on 4th down. Back now, pressure on its way. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake here, Daniels. He beams one deep right side. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. come out throwing. Forced out to his right. And he's not going to get back to the line here. They got there and forced him out.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team who are just a yard or inches short on fourth down? Every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's a throw. Walker hauls it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Commanders have the football as he reports his 12th INT of this season. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. And you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football. You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's got Watson. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Daniels from the pistol. Headed out right. Watson with the catch. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Up and good from Blankenship. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Chooses to bring this one out. Returns looking good so far. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Wilson on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down. This is caught inside the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down. From the red zone now. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Seahawks trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game. Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
putting the body on the line for his team. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He rolls to his right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Trying to push it deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they can...